Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Full stack reversal, how to make $300 to $1,000 per day. It's been the lulls in Moderna. It's going sideways. It's not performing like we're used to. We're used to hitting these $3,000, $1,000 a day, but look, stocks can't be volatile every single day. Most days, yes, we've been catching tremendously good trades, off of this earnings, which I'm happy about. But what we wanted to discuss in this video is how to make $300 to $1,000 per day. And that's exactly what we'll do. So remember, this is not financial advice. I'm doing this for education and entertainment purposes only. We're going to take a look at what the full stack means, why I think there's a reversal, and how you can make $300 to $1,000 in one day. So let's jump into the chart. There we have it, Moderna on the docket. We're looking at a daily chart, and what pops off on this chart right now is we have a 3-wave correction. So if you know a little bit about a wave, it's good to know some market structure to give you an idea. Is this over? Looks like it is to me. If we flip real quick to the broad market, we're at all-time highs. Let's at SPY, the Qs. That doesn't look bearish to me. So I definitely see a buying opportunity here on Moderna. But hey, we have to manage our risk and we have to set this up correctly. So we need to know the setups to get into these trades that will bring fruit, right? If I look, I think if it was Netflix, or maybe it was Google, is it Netflix? There was a particular, or maybe it was Amazon. Right, so here we had a crazy gap down on Amazon, right? And then we check mark, boom, and we almost filled the gap. It's a huge gap, we almost filled it, and I'm expecting a similar scenario here. We may not fill this gap all the way, but 270 is a target, is potential. So I'm looking at, because it still is a bearish trend. If we draw our line like this, we do have an overall bearish trend. We can't disregard that. However, there is also an overall bullish trend. So if we zoom out, let's put it on the monthly chart to give us a better perspective here. But if we look here on a monthly, right? Oh, let's see here. We're still, we just come back down to test the trend, the bullish trend. Perfect buying opportunity, great risk reward. This is a breakup candle here, and we've come back down to this breakup candle low. Great buy opportunity. If we zoom in, this is looking at the monthly chart. If we zoom in on the daily chart, let's fix this. I'm not a big fan of trading candle patterns, all these dojis, morning stars, and golfing, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I only like break up and breakdown candles. Those are my 2 favorite. I don't care about everything else. But this is just to note that there is, a hammer here. Not much weight to that, but I would use that as, risk management. If you start closing down here on hourly or daily close, then you're probably going to close out my position. But I did buy 30 shares at 245. I might just hang on to those for some time because I think I still have until the end of this year, right? The bull market is usually intact until the end of December, and then January, February, March, it's not such good months in the market, typically speaking, historically speaking. So I'm going to hold it on until at least then. And like I said in my last video, if we ever end up coming at the $200 mark, I'm going to be buying 1,000 shares. Now, depending on how we get there, if we gap below 200, I'm not going to be buying it. If we gap near it, I'm not going to be buying it. It needs to come from like 220 and just dive to 200, or maybe open at 215 and just dive to 200. That's like the setup that I'm looking for. So how are we going to make $300 to $1,000? Well, I think that we're turning around here, right? We're going to form a bottom. We fell off a cliff. we have this hammer, we have, I guess you'd say, some kind of engulfing pattern here, right? We have some buying that's coming in. We may have like a pivot area here where we came down here and boop, pivot. So that's your little, this is a pivot here, right? It's your little hats, pivot points. And I think that might be it. That would also create a lower low. So I will definitely be looking tomorrow to buy Moderna. Absolutely. I didn't buy today. I didn't do a video on it because it's not doing much. It's not doing anything. Like, it's just, I normally wait for the 15-minute candle close. Here you would have got a little something real quick. That's why I always suggest you take profit at 1%, right? Always. And if we look here from 237, right, that's $5 move. So you definitely made your 1% there. If you shorted that breakdown candle, same thing here. But what we've been looking for is a gap up into the close. That's where we buy for a continuation higher, right? Or open near the an open near the close, break up candle, and then we use the low of that candle as our risk management. So if price comes back down below, that's when we manually exit our position. But we haven't had any of those setups. That's what we look for. We always talk about those things, right? If I was looking to short Moderna, you can, if we open lower and come into, that's the opposite side of the trade, right? If you gap lower and come into the closing price, it's a shorting opportunity. We didn't do it. That would have been just an awful trade. You would have been waiting all day anyway. So even today, I looked at the chart. I looked at the chart today at around 9:30, and this is not much of a breakdown candle, and you can see it didn't last long, and not much force behind it. It just doesn't look appealing to me. So we're flat. We're still long here from 345, and we're waiting for the bottom to form. We had a pivot here. Looks like we're forming a higher low. So what we're looking for again is off the open, right? We want a breakup candle. If we have a breakup candle off the open, buy signal after the 15-minute close. That's my strategy. And if we gap up, maybe at like 236, and then we come down, maybe 234, somewhere in this range, and then we come down into this number, that's going to be a buy. And I'm going to be buying 60 shares. That's what my plan is. And you can look to short it, but man, it's gone down so much already. If we do have a breakdown candle, if we gap lower a little bit, maybe we open at 228 and we just have this candle to 224 and we close on a 15-minute, the first 15-minute, I would short it. If we have that perfect scenario like I just described here, I would short it, because then, right, there's $4 to be made here, or $2. Maybe it'll spike to 220, make a lower low, right? Because in a way, it's kind of making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. This is a lower high than that one, right? So we might come down here before we really take off. But that's your trade setups. So please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, I like having conversation with you down below. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.